This resume for someone with over 15 years of experience is going to get rejected, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. And I'm saying this as a former VP and director with hiring experience that now helps people get hired in this job market. I'm going to share with you the 3 biggest mistakes that I see so that you can avoid them on your resume. So the first mistake is something that I see often with more senior level resumes, and that's having a separate key achievements section. In theory, it makes sense because highlighting your key achievements is really important, but there's a couple issues with having the key achievements separated. The first thing is it ends up pushing down your work experience farther down on the page, which is something you absolutely do not want to do, because when a recruiter or hiring manager is looking at your resume, they're really focusing on your work experience, specifically where you've worked, what titles you've held, and the work dates. And when they're looking at that section, they want to be able to quickly scan your experience and achievements for each role, which leads to the other issue with this approach. So now you have to figure out which role the achievements are related to. So your best bet is to keep it simple. Just keep all the information, including your experience and achievements, under the role. The next mistake is that there's a 4th role on this resume that's from about 17 years ago that's not directly relevant. Much more junior role that a recruiter or hiring manager would not focus on. The goal of your resume is to not list all of your work history. It is a highlight reel of your most relevant and recent experience for the roles that you're targeting. And the last thing to call out is the resume is missing a skills section. Even if you're applying for senior roles, having a skills section is helpful because it lets you add keywords. And since a lot of companies use applicant tracking systems for their hiring process and to also scan resumes to see how well they match to the role, having those keywords in there can be very helpful. Making those types of updates can be the difference between getting ignored and getting an interview. And you can access the exact resume templates that I use for all different career levels with more examples and tips. They're available in my bio.